guys? Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. Sirvyper. As you're seeing, where'd all the trees go? Oh man, it's crazy. All these trees disappeared. That's not the craziest aspect of it. If we head in here, there's no chests. There's no upper floors. Let's kind of fly down a little bit. Yeah, you're gonna start seeing the smeltery's gone. We still got the coke ovens here. In fact, we actually still got quite a bit, but I tore out the quarry pipes that I had going on for the universal pipes, so whenever I had quarries going, I wouldn't have to keep setting up pipes and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of work, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy when you think about it, because it was just last episode that I kind of discussed what I was going to do with my base, and now all of a sudden, like, we're in here, and I've neglected this for a while. Yeah, this is starting to get full. I better grab all this stuff. I got some stuff left in my inventory. I should have cleaned that out. I'm a bad LP'er. Oh yeah, like anyone really needed confirmation of that. But yeah, get in there. Good God. Jeez. It's all like, I don't want to go in there. You can't make me. But yeah, so we've been incredibly busy. And if we even head down here, you'll even notice that the area in which I was going to put my nuclear reactor, it's gone. So where did it all go? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me kind of take you over there real quick. Is there anything I need to bring over while I'm there? You know what? At the time being, no. I think we're good as is. So yeah, let's head on over technically to DJ's base. The reason why is because DJ just was nice enough to kind of make a portal to my area, because I don't have a portal yet. Although I do have the stuff to make a wither, so you know, future video. So yeah, this is the fortress. Kind of got it started a little bit on the top floor, as you can see. The bottom, I made several layers up until this point, and honestly, it was just because I was getting sick and tired of placing netherrack. So the bottom still needs work. In fact, honestly, it needs a lot of architectural work. It kind of looks awful, but you know what? That's okay. But yeah, so all these little columns kind of, you know, expand up. This will all be expanded up at some point too. Every side has an entrance. This is going to be like the main work area. I got some of it kind of set up already. If we head on over here, you can see where the smeltery went. And I still got to put down some liquiducts. Do I have some on me? I do. Yay. And I got to get some buttons made. But yeah, there you go. And then I already got the hoppers. Oh, wow. What am I doing there? I already got the hoppers set up underneath these, as well as the liquiducts all set up and ready to go. I got this side set up for manual stuff. I haven't actually put a drain there, but I went ahead and I put the faucet there just for kicks. At some point, I will replace that with a drain. This is about as high as it was in my original base, so I can cook, I think, about 43 blocks, I think it is. Let's see, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 9 is 54. 54 blocks, sorry. So almost a full stack. I got to do about one more high. And then I got my my tesseract set to output the lava. And I really have an interesting setup with that, which I'll show you in a bit. So yeah, I mean, this is all pretty much ready to go. I've got the pipes underneath here. The only thing I haven't done yet is I haven't set up a chest to output these into, and I'm actually thinking about putting them over here directly. So I might set the pipes up to run along the bottom area and get that all set up here. So I got a little fancy with the floor. I decided that I didn't want this standard checkers style flooring like I usually do, so I wanted to try and use diamonds. And I think it came out okay. It's like paved black stone and paved white stone. With the large bricks on both, which I kind of like the look of the black large bricks better than the white. I don't know, it doesn't look right, but it kind of looks like they just inverted it. They didn't really do any actual artistic work on it. They just kind of inverted it. But, you know, hey, whatever tickles. And then for the black ones, I just have cobble. But for the white ones, I actually have a inverted road light. Which, it's funny, because when you walk over this thing, it has, like, the same effect as ice. It kind of slows you down. I'm not sure if I like that. Probably going to change that. But for now, that's kind of, like, the best thing I got. So I'm just going to leave it alone. In this area, I'm going to set up some furnaces. And the whole plan is that right here is where the ME system is going to be. And this ME system is going to snake all along this area. Like especially into here where I'll have my pulverizer on one side and my furnace on another, and yeah, just it'll take all that stuff out and put stuff in depending on how I want it, and kind of crafting along that. I got some spawns going on below me. I usually don't deal with spawns, but for some reason I'm getting them now. That's weird. Oh well, not a big deal. Yeah, I got my books over here. I got really lucky. Is it here? No, it's power stuff. Oh, infinity. Yes. If you don't know what that does, that gives you infinity arrows on your bow, providing that you at least have one arrow. So if you have one arrow, you could just like go mad crazy and just shoot the world, man. Shoot the world. Here it goes. Yeah, I got 2 Silk Touch 1 books. 2 from a chest in a fairy thingy, mabobber. Wisp thing, yeah, I'm sorry, wisp. Yeah, it had 2 of them in there, and I'm like, yoink. So yeah, that's then. I also got this set up, which is pretty much going to be where the force log farm is going to be. And then on this side, I got to make some more tracks. This is going to be where the rubber farm is at. And primarily what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the rubber wood to turn into charcoal, and then use the actual little rubber saplings, or whatever the heck they call those, and turn those into rubber bars or raw plastic or whatever I need for the time being. I got this thing made. I talked about this last episode. It is the mechanical hog with a miniature coal engine in there. And I also got the Steve's Arcade in there, so we can hop on this thing, and even though it's kind of funny, it disappears, the head. It's kind of funny, but yeah, we can play some Creeper Sweeper if we want, you know. Oh, got an easy game here. There we go. I'm not going to play a full game, but I'm just kind of demonstrating a little bit, although this is kind of an easy game so far. Let's see, that one went better, and these are safe. That's like danger zone. Let's see. That should be safe. That's kind of scary. I'm not sure how that would work. Okay, well. That should be safe, yeah. There. That should be safe. And also should be safe. So should here. Oh snap. I might actually beat a game for you. This is LPing some Minesweeper. Let's see here. I'm gonna try and see, I'm gonna see if I can actually finish this game out. There's 2 here, so this should be safe. There you go. Band there. So that's 1, 2, 3. So there's one more. That should be safe. Yeah, look at that. Beat in 64 seconds. That's awesome. So there you go. So this thing's all made, and they got tons of, like, they got Gas Invaders, which is essentially, welcome to Chicago. It's essentially Space Invaders, Mob Stacker, which is like Tetris, and Track Operator, which is essentially kind of like a little puzzle game with motion and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and eject ourselves. The funny thing about this thing is that it also makes the pig noise, which I thought was cool. So it's a mechanical hog, yay! But once I get my force farm moved over here, I'm actually going to knock this thing out and probably put it elsewhere. I was thinking about actually having it on the 2nd floor, and we'll head on up here, setting tracks all around the 2nd floor, and just have this thing like roaming around, and you know, somebody can go in there and do a nice little tour of the area, you know, something like that. I don't know really what I'm going to do with it, but we'll see. But I got it made, so, and that's all that matters, right? So yeah, the little columns here use glass ceilings and floors, so that way you can kind of look up and down. Every floor is going to have that. And then, of course, the ceilings is using black stone cobble. Floors are using black stone, solid stone. And this is black force bricks. I decided to use black force bricks because I wanted the blast proof option for this. And then, of course, each window is using iron bars to give it that nice sinister look. If we head on over here to the entrance, I'm lagging a little bit, sorry guys. Rain always is really horrible to me. Let me see if I can just sleep this away. And I'm flying in negative. There we go. Bet on netherrack. Interesting effects. But yeah, if you head on over here, you got the big version of the column here. And this is the entranceway. You got your creeper head. I'm going to switch to a creeper head for a Lich King head later on. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how this looks. And then as time goes by, I'm going to extend this out as like a road into over here. And then where this bed and these chests are at will be like an entrance. Where I'll have like the Mistcraft books lead to and all that fun stuff. So, and then of course these chests are all from that storage area that I had in the tree. I'm moving everything over, so once everything's set up, I'll be able to store everything efficiently. So let me kind of show you guys what I'm going to do as far as a power situation. MJ-wise, I'm going to be stocked. But here it is. This is where I'm going to put my nuclear reactor once I get to that point. I already got everything made. Everything's here, ready to go. Just kind of need to get it all set up. And over here I have 4 20 million gallon tanks. There you go, 20,736,000 tanks. One is filled with milk. One is, well, going to be filled with force. And this one's filled with lava. And the way that I have it set up is that each one of them they're gonna have 3 liquid tesseracts, primarily to kind of make sure that I'm gonna have enough liquid for what I want to do, and then from there it will output. And then each one of these tesseracts has an out frequency, and then each liquid has an in frequency. And the in frequency, if you could see that valve up there, the in frequency obviously goes into the tank, and the out frequencies go out of the tank. So that way, like if I want to make sure that I add force into the tank without it kind of going through the same reservoir as the outs, I have a liquid tesseract right up there, ready to go. And then of course, you know, the same thing with the milk. Milk has its outs, for lava has its outs. Everything is pretty much set for maximum efficiency. So I don't have to have these freaking liquid ducts running all throughout the fortress. Now, what I'm going to do with all that, you can kind of see a little bit of what I'm going to do here. I don't have buttons set up, so I can't even turn these engines on at the moment. But I am going to have these, this is obviously the force, this is the milk, and this is using milk 1, and this is using force out 1. And this is actually using force out 3, and this will use milk out 3. And the main reason why I did that is I was actually debating on having a middle row of engines and using that. But I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to see how this is going to work out. In theory, this is going to be 32 engines pumping 10 MJs a tick. So I'm looking at 320 MJs per tick, and that's that's quite a bit. So I'm enthusiastic as far as the efficiency. I'm going to have this connected into my ME system and have that being powered off the MJs instead of the lava system that I have in the old base, and then that should kind of work out a lot better. I still need to put some redstone cells in some certain areas. It's not that it's required, because in Feed the Beast Unleashed, these don't have a loss of energy if it's connected to multiple machines, or multiple outputs, I should say. Redstone energy conduits basically give equal energy no matter how many machines you have connected to it on the Unleashed pack. So I don't have to worry so much about cells in certain areas like I did in the old base, because I didn't realize that restriction did not apply. But I still want to put like a redstone energy cell like right here, because that's where the ME is going to be, up there. and then from there have the controller and then everything up top, and you know, kind of have that all set up and ready to go. So that's kind of the plan right now. I actually have the redstone energy cells made. I just don't have them in place yet. Also, I have all these force engines made. The only reason why it's not over here yet is because I'm still using the engines at the old base, and I don't want to tear them out until I'm absolutely ready to move over. So that is that. Now, in order to continuously generate liquid force, I have the force farm, which will be connected sooner or later. And then these pipes are going to be going from the cargo manager over to this diamond the diamond pipe. It's telling it to just go ahead and delete force saplings because it's just going to always be fully loaded with force saplings. I'm never going to have to worry about that. And then from there, it'll automatically take the logs and put it through past this iron pipe, which will keep the logs on this side. And then from there, it'll kind of whirl around until it finds a hopper that has some space. There's going to be 6 of these squeezers on both sides. And then these liquiducts that are set to out will get a redstone signal, and it will actually output into the force in tesseract. I don't want to have it output into these pipes because these pipes are solely for the force out. And while it may seem like the efficient thing to do, I would rather have it with the tesseract, so that way I'm not so worried about dealing with any BS. I got it all nice and clean and working efficiently. So I got that set up for now, and then I just got to throw some hoppers down. Again, all this stuff is made. It's just all at the old base right now, and I don't want to move it all over until everything is good to go. So yeah, that's set up, and then this chest is ultimately just going to play the part of an input-output. So when the when the tesseracts are pumping items in, like let's say when I get some quarries going, those items are going to go into this chest. And also when I have the rubber wood tree farm, that's also going to go into this chest. And then everything that goes into this chest is going to be inputted directly into the ME system, and should run pretty efficiently. I don't know of any other way to input items directly into the ME system without having like some kind of a chest setup. If you know, please leave a comment on my page or my video. I definitely could use a little help from my friends. Ooh, I gotta buy a little help from my friends. Anyway, I get by with a little help. I don't, fail. Anyway, it's a Beatles song. You should like it. So yeah, in this room, this isn't going to last. This is going to be filled up eventually. But one side is going to be an energy conduit kind of going in this way. The other side is going to be a glass fiber cable going straight from the nuclear system that I'm going to put eventually. And then the whole point of this center shaft is to be able to supply energy to every single level of the fortress. As you can see in big letters, Air Fortress. So that way I can make sure that every floor is supplied with energy if it so needs. And that's pretty much it as far as the setup is concerned. I'm really happy with how this is coming along. It's providing me a lot more space than I actually intended, but considering that I got a lot of plans for what I want to do to kind of automate a few things, make things efficient. Kind of like what I did with the smeltery. I got it mostly automated now. I just got to pretty much throw some ore in here. And then, if I need blocks, I just flip on this switch, which I'll put eventually. If I need ingots, I go ahead and flip this switch. I'm thinking maybe actually I might as well just put it directly into the ME system, now that I think about it. Why screw with a chest? Just put it right in the ME system. There's using the old noggin, huh? Yeah, so... But yeah, I got this pretty much automated to a point where I can efficiently use this as a nice equivalent to, using a pulverizer and all the fun stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I still want to try and use the pulverizer when I can because, you do get nice free stuff when you use the pulverizer. But the smeltery is just a nice, non-energy efficient way of getting all that stuff made in bars when you just have a large quantity of it. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I still need to fill in the second floor. You can kind of see the smeltery pop out, and that's actually kind of intentional. I want to increase the levels of this as it goes up, and yeah, kind of go from there. But yeah, essentially, when time allows, I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with some type of flooring and start working on it. My plan right at the moment is that I want my mob spawners to be on the second floor. I want my farm animals to be on the third floor, away from the work area, because I really don't want to hear all that damn noise. And I want to have my portal room, which will ultimately be using crystals and the crystal book holders, making crystal portals instead of using book stands. I want to have that on the fourth floor, so that way I have a nice, clean-looking access to everything that I need. So that's that. I also want to plant some of the nether trees, specifically like the dark wood here, for nice, make it nice and party. I want to use some of these sides for some of the other like harvester farms, like for example my cactus farm. Since I am using cactus a lot to make coal coke, I want to maybe close off this entrance, and instead of having an entrance here, have it where you have the harvester, and it's basically taking all of the cactus as it grows and putting it down into the area where the ME system is. And then, from there I can cook it and all that fun stuff. Once I have everything moved over, I want to put my coal coke ovens and all that fun stuff and put that into the workshop room, which is what this is right here. And I'm probably going to have that all lined up on that side, so that way I can use it efficiently. And I'm probably going to end up making more coal coke ovens too. I have 3 now, and I'm thinking I want to up that up to 5. And the main reason being is I want 2 to be able to process cactus into, cactus charcoal, and then have it where it outputs that cactus charcoal into a coke oven here, that in turn turns that cactus charcoal into cactus coke, and then have it kind of mirrored on the same side over here. And then on this middle one, I would have it where it would turn coal into coal coke directly. So that way I can kind of have this efficiently going at all times. And from there, I can use the creosote and, I don't know, maybe generate it into some EU. I've never really found a good way to use creosote. I want to. I mean, I'd hate wasting stuff, but the big issue is that I just can't find an efficient way to use it, and that's a problem. I know in my 1.4.7 world I had semi-fluid generators from Greg Tech that I was able to use, and I used all those creosote cans and turned it into EU. But we don't have Greg Tech and Unleashed, and that's one of the few things that I actually do truly miss from Greg Tech is the semi-fluid generators. I tried making biogenerators, which I think is from forestry, but it doesn't. It's not the same. It actually doesn't even look at creosote. It just refuses to touch it. So it's not what I want, and ultimately it's a fail. So yeah, that's pretty much it as far as this is concerned. I'll probably do another video once I have the floors done, and I will do a video of me kind of putting in stuff and wiring it up and showing you how I'm going to do all that. So, but yeah, for now though, I'm making great progress. It looks fantastic. I'm really happy with how it looks, especially these columns. It's just so sinister looking. I really feel like this is my evil fortress of doom. Okay, that sucked. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm excited with how it goes. And then I actually really don't want to use these power glove torches for everything. If you kind of see what I did here, I have them on the top, primarily because it looks kind of cool that way. I'm using it at the bottom here just to prevent spawning. And then once I have all the ceilings and stuff set up, I'll switch it on up to the top so that way it's not out there. The farms for the trees will most likely have to stay. I don't really like the look of it, but I don't have a choice. If I take out these lights, I mean, it's going to spawn mobs, and I really don't want to deal with that. So I'm just going to keep them there. I like these better than torches, just because the thought of having fire on grass just seems kind of silly to me. So I'd rather have, like, electronic lights. And then I don't really know what I'm going to do as far as out here. I mean, I want to limit the use of these little thingamabobs, the power glove lights. But I don't really have a way to light this up without just setting the whole damn thing on fire, and that's not really going to be very inviting. Not that a dark fortress is supposed to be inviting, but I'm just saying. Every now and then, I might want to have my evil league of evil minions, come over for a barbecue. We got pigmen that we can import from the nether. Pigmen makes fantastic pork roast. So, I mean, if I want to, invite my minions, I got to have a place to make food at, and, I got to have it somewhat inviting. Don't get me wrong, if a minion dies, it's, less money that I have to spend on minions, but, hey, what are you going to do? But anyway, we're going to get off that topic. So, yeah, I want to go ahead and port back to my old base. We're going to head on over here. Hopefully I don't spoiler alert DJ's area here. So sorry, DJ. So sorry. Here we go. Viper Outpost. Yeah, another thing. I'm going to have to change all of my link books over to the new base. So yeah, I mean, I got all these animals I need to bring over. I have this little tree gallery kind of thing. I might bring that over. I'm kind of doubting it at this point. I really just don't feel the need. Obviously, like my farms, like my wheat farm, I'm actually going to probably tear down and not even rebuild on the other base until I actually need the stuff, because I have tons and tons of wheat. I just don't need it, man. I don't. There's just no need. But yeah, I got all these solar panels I need to move over. I got my slime tree farm that I gotta move on over. I'm gonna make a silverwood tree, so I can start getting into Thaumcraft. The trampoline I'm probably gonna end up leaving. It was never really that cool in the first place. I thought it would be a lot cooler if I could just fly up and bounce, but it's actually one of the few times it actually had a decent bounce. But if you do like a super bounce, it just splat, nothing. It's like, oh, that's disappointing. Rubber doesn't do that. It's not realistic. My mascot is gone. Who took my cow? Somebody stole my cow. What the heck? Was it you? Did you steal my cow? Did you liberate your brother? Will you do something? Okay, that was kind of lame. Anyway. But yeah, so that's that. I really don't think there's anything else to discuss at this point in time. So, obviously, if you have any suggestions as to what I should do with the new base, I am definitely willing to hear that out. I have ideas. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to implement everything. So definitely let me know what you guys think of what I should do. Comments are highly suggested and highly appreciated. So yeah, that's that. Also, what I planned on doing with the tree once I have everything moved out is I planned on burning it! Burning it! Yeah, I want to burn... I'm sorry if you got epileptic seizures for that. I plan on actually just setting the whole damn thing on fire because I really don't feel like, I don't feel like trying to rebuild it or anything like that. I'm probably going to put a filler in the area where the frickin' nuclear reactor was supposed to be. Probably just put a filler and fill that up so that way there's not like this gaping hole in the middle of nowhere. I might do the same thing. Ooh, wow, missed. I might do the same thing for like the area here and here, just so that way, like, if anyone decides they want to use this area, they can kind of, they don't have to like reconfigure from my mess. They can, do their own thing. So, yeah. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. I actually blocked this up because the glass was preventing spawns, and I had a real bad situation happen. I had a tier 5 zombie spawner, and it's freaking gone. I went to break the soul cage, and instead of giving me my my shard back, it just disappeared. The shard freaking disappeared. I was so upset because I worked so hard on getting that tier 5 zombie spawner. So, I mean, it sucks that I'm going to have to redo it. I have a tier 2 skeleton spawner in here right now, which if I break this, you'll start seeing them spawn, I think. Maybe I got to get out of proximity. I don't know. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, there it goes. It's really slow. Maybe it's tier 1 then. But yeah, it spawns those guys, and then from there, this thing kills them. And gives me loot. The thing is, this thing's really ridiculous. It gives you... Look at that. I just got this from that one kill. It's a power 2 punch 1. No durability loss. This thing gives you no durability loss. That's a little OP. So. Oh well. Alright, so let's light that back up, because I don't want skeleton spawning like crazy. And it goes dead. Dead! Okay. And then over here what I was doing is I had the auto spawner over there, and it was making me some villagers since I massacred that other village on accident. I don't even know how I'm going to move all these guys over. I might have to just select the ones I like and move them over. Like, for example, this priest has the paper trade too early. Which, if you watch Doc M's series on village trading, it's actually really phenomenal. He mentions a lot about what becomes available through these villagers. And the priest is a pretty awesome villager. You could trade books and paper for emeralds. But the problem is that if you don't have it as the last trade, there's a limit to how many emeralds you can get. So if you can make paper your last trade, you could just go trading crazy because it can't X out that last trade. At least that's how it was explained to me. But yeah, so I might just kill the ones I don't want. Use a single-use net to grab the ones I do want, and kind of bring those guys over. Stop staring at me. You're making me nervous with your big domes. But yeah, so I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. This is probably going to be the most heartbreaking thing, and that's the watermill setup I had. I won't be bringing that over. I don't have the space to remake this, so it's gone. This is gonna go. What I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm going to end up actually setting up a ME system to put filled water buckets in the water mills, and then from there have it where it outputs the empty buckets, fills them, and then puts them back in there. So I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm not 100% sure how yet, but I'm going to figure it out, and that'll be nice. So yeah, that is pretty much it. We're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Like I said, if you have any suggestions as far as what I should do with the Nether Fortress, give me a holler. Let me know. Holla holla, dollar bill, y'all. Yeah, that's right. I'm ghetto as fuck, right? Oh. Anywho, if you guys like the video, please click like. If you like what you see, also click on that sexy subscribe button. Between me, Linux, and DJ, there's always new content coming out, and you'll never be bored, especially from Linux's LP, which is always entertaining. And I know I'm using always a lot, but you know what? It is truly always phenomenal. But definitely click on the subscribe button, and that it helps us out a lot, and the usual spiel. But until next time, guys, have a good one and happy building.